Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War. If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads, whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this.
God, those NPCs are just...
Right. Yeah.
What do you... okay.
Don't look at the seams too hard, Woolie.
Yeah.
Don't look at them too hard.
Okay. Capture
Emotional
Jedi,
moment.
not kill them. So what happened? I still don't believe this. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, Master! I don't believe this!
From my...
Capture Jedi, yeah, so that you can get some fucking saber swingers on your side.
I mean, that's
possible.
the ultimate. If you can capture the ultimate warriors and convert them, then yeah, absolutely.
How else are you gonna feed your hate bomb? Wait, no, wrong era.
Yeah.
Yeah, Revan had plans for all Jedi. I think it was important that the Jedi see her side of things, the Sith teachings. Revan wanted to break them, and then have them join her.
So how did you break away?
Yeah, how did you get out?
That sounds like something one can't walk away from, actually.
That doesn't sound like someone one can walk away from.
Yeah.
One day, I decided not to do it anymore, so I left. Ended up on Nar Shaddaa, became someone else.
Why are you telling me this? Because I asked you, idiot.
Yeah. You're telling a Jedi you killed Jedi.
You took a risk thinking I would care that you killed Jedi. I don't.
I think you want the top reply.
Yeah, but that's also really stupid.
Yeah, it is. Well, again, I don't think he has enough internal monologue and thinking at this point, like we've been with the retrospect and stuff.
Yeah, but it's just like, did you forget that I begun this line of questioning?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Because you've killed Jedi too. Different circumstances, but you have a bigger body count than I ever did. And I've been with you only a short time. Enough to know that as soon as someone signs on with you, they haven't got long to live. You got history, and anyone who travels with you doesn't. And maybe I want somebody to know who I was in case a story needs to be set straight. Maybe you understand.
Damn. That's pretty fatalistic.
But why did you leave this?
I need some time to think about this. Forget it. I had other questions. Nothing. Never mind. We're not done yet.
No, we are not.
Well, there was a woman, a Jedi. She gave her life for mine.
Oh.
Came down to love.
Of course.
Always comes down to love.
Let me guess. You were supposed to kill her.
It wasn't a mission. She sought me out. She said she had come to save me. She was lying, of course. Or I think she was. It doesn't matter. She told enough truth to get my attention.
Okay, so it wasn't just that your mark that day was kind of hot.
Yeah, it was literally someone going, hey, you need to stop. I'm here to help you.
She told enough truth to get my attention. Truth about what?
She said that Revan was doing something terrible to Jedi within the unknown regions. That when we captured Jedi, they were sent to a place designed to break them. And that anyone in her service who showed any ability with the Force was sent there too, to turn them, to break them into dark Jedi, or assassins trained to kill Jedi.
Yo, Revan.
She said that's what would happen to me, that I had the Force inside me. That's why I was so good at killing Jedi. And that when the Sith learned of it, there would be no escape, no turning back. I would become an instrument of the dark side, forever. I had heard talk in the ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her, or want to believe her.
So back up. Force inside of me. Back that shit up. Also, what are your thoughts?
Did Revan just create the Sith Jedi breaking industrial revolution? Did Revan just create a factory where you insert a good guy and spit out a bad guy while Sidious is trying to whisper in your ear and pour honeys and hopefully it'll be like, hey, how about some booty? Hey, how about some love? Hey, how about some infinite power? How about some babies? How about some living forever? Sound pretty nice, yeah? Right?
So
you gotta work the fucking like straight up. Like, oh my god!
I'm imagining you throw a Jedi in like handcuffs or whatever, right, onto like an assembly line, and you just crank a wheel, and they just go into the Sith machine, and they come out with the different color robes. I'm evil now.
Well, I'm thinking about how Sidious and Plagueis and fucking every other that I've seen or have heard about, where like these Sith Lords have to basically find a way to silently honey dick you over to the dark side by leaning into the emotions, and they have to spend time in a relationship with you and basically gaslight the whole situation and hope that it works at the breaking point, right? Versus the fucking factory, right? Like Revan the pimp throne.
Yeah.
Sitting up top, just pressing buttons and going, in you go, drop you in the vat.
Well, that is literally what happened to Bastila, though. That's what happened. Bastila gets captured. She gets dragged over to the temple and on the
right
outside of the Starforge.
Yeah.
And Malik just goes, "I'ma just do some shit and
Yeah.
the dark side now."
Yeah.
That fucking easy.
Like we're going full on
Fucking
Orange,
tags mind break.
full on. No, like full on Clockwork Orange.
Yeah,
right? Where
yeah,
you
yeah.
got the eyes tied open, and it's just like, watch this video.
Yeah,
listen to this music.
Yep.
In, out, go.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they're just like, Revan, I am loyal to. And you're like, yeah, get the fuck out there.
Also, you
get
got to remember,
there.
this is from a different era. This is in the era where there's not a rule of two. There's like hundreds of Sith,
Exactly.
thousands of Sith.
And they're all
running
just
around.
like, me, like I'm loyal to you. And it's like, bitch, if you can kneel, you can run to the battlefield.
Yeah,
Now
go.
That is crazy.
They didn't have to be secretive and shit. They could just be like, all right, hit the button, your dark side, awesome. Go join the other 20 guys over here and drop on this planet, and if you don't make it back, oh well, I can get some more.
The Dark Side Factory.
The dark side factory.
Capture them and drop them in, spit them out. I ain't got time to do these one-on-one conversions.
I've done so many up to this point. God, it's... Fucking make a robot to do it. God damn it. God, fuck.
Like, Master, weren't you trying to turn me? What's your name again?
Who are you? You know what? I'm just gonna call you Dark Jedi Knight. That's what I'm just gonna call you going
You're
forward.
DJ, all right?
Yeah, you're Dark Jedi Knight number 387.
I can't remember these. Just get a number. Just put a number on you. Then I'll know.
Little name tag. Hi, my name is.
No, just a little tattoo that number on you right over there.
Yep.
There you go. Now we know.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
All right. So what did you do?
Okay, so I heard her talk in the ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her or want to believe her. If you didn't believe her, then what happened to her?
I did what I did with all Jedi. I hurt her. I hurt her a lot. And then, right when I thought she couldn't take any more, she showed me the Force. In my head. And I felt everything she felt.
Oh.
And I heard just an echo of what the Force was. And how what I was doing...
Powder.
I think I loved her. But it wasn't that kind of love. It was the kind of love where you're willing to give up everything for someone you don't even know.
You hit him with that powder tech, you know? You touch the hunter, you touch the deer, and then the hunter's like, oh, God! It hurts so much!
Yep.
Then you stick all the forks together. That's what it means to be a Jedi. Perhaps you felt a greater good would be served with your salvation. Jedi lies. I'm going to go with 2.
You're gonna go with 2, okay.
Yeah. Because is that what it means to be a Jedi?
Well, I'm gonna just tell you something. We are locked into a path right now, and I'm just curious to see where this goes.
Because here's what I'm saying. I think it's naive as fuck to... I'm sure some people are getting tired of me criticizing good side stuff while just being like, hey, bad side. But it's like, no, the bad side, the dark side, I'll call it the bad side. Because that's what it is, right? The bad side is obviously bad because it should not be okay to, like, maim and torture and kill and fucking plunder. And that goes without saying, so I don't address that every time.
Yeah, well...
But...
yeah.
I don't think that what it means to be a Jedi is to have love for all things in the galaxy. I would not use love as the descriptive word for the desire to bring balance to things.
Well, that's the word that Atton's using.
And that,
That's that, and I think being a Jedi means different things. On the heels of your Sith thing, I think the reason why we don't shit-talk the Sith so much is because it's pretty fucking easy. The whole point of the Sith is, I want power to do thing. And then eventually it becomes power for the sake of power, and you just kind of throw your humanity away, and it's just it's an endless vacuum of power.
Endless loop.
It is such an easy thing to pick apart and go, this is why the Sith are bad, because it eventually becomes power for the sake of power, and that never works out for anyone.
Therefore, we don't need to even bring it up.
No,
It's an obvious.
So, no, the Sith are also stupid as fuck. But yeah.
But the problems with a clean philosophy, when it seems clean, are much more interesting to pick apart.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
with this, I would not describe what the Jedi follow in their code as love. Fuck, they don't describe it as love.
Well, we can pick two. That's no worries with that. Absolutely no worries with that.
I think that's more reflective.
Maybe. It doesn't matter. I killed her for crawling in my head, for showing me that. But before she opened her mind to mine, my only thought was that I would love to kill her. And at the end, I killed her because I loved her.
Whoa.
Ooh, we got some fucking... You got some mommy issues up in here? Jesus.
Okay, now what the fuck is happening, dude?
Yeah.
I was following the track, and it was a tragic one, but now we're going
It's like,
where?
okay, all right.
You were right.
To kill her.
That is a lot to bear, and a lot for me to forgive. So what happened to her?
I would do so what happened to her, which again sounds like the most Woolie answer.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, now I'm like...
Okay, whoa.
That last sentence was pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
And I would go with one, but there's more to go here.
Yep.
There's more to unpack.
Yep.
Okay.
We're trying to. I mean, we're in a path right now, but we're trying to keep him to us liking him as possible, liking us as possible.
Right.
In the end, she sacrificed herself to keep my secret, to prevent the Sith from knowing about that touch of the Force inside me. She wasted her life to save me. Me. And I felt her die when she opened her mind. I've killed Jedi, like I said, but I was never there to feel it, to be on the receiving end. And after that, I couldn't stop feeling things. Before, guilt, lust, impatience. It had been orchestrated to get close. Now it all just kept tumbling out, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. So I left. I fled with the displaced war veterans to Nar Shaddaa, and I lost myself there, until the war came to an end. I wanted no more of Jedi, or Dark Jedi, or the Force. I just wanted to be left alone. And then, I met you on Paragus, and I thought maybe she had saved me so that I could help you. And if I can't, then I have to try.
You can tell which takes were recorded separately.
Yeah, you can hear some. Well, there's one in particular where Krusty Boy's line doesn't have later on in the game. There's a Krusty Boy line that doesn't have the voice effect on it, and you're like, oh, that was a restored content mod one. But yeah, so basically what you're saying is she mind fucked the mind fucker. She basically mind broke Atton by being like, no, it's fine, you can love things, and fucked with his head in the same way that he fucked with the Jedi.
And effectively did so knowing that it would be the last thing she did.
Yeah.
And left him in a place where he had to live with that shit.
Yeah, which eventually greater gooded. So this is a real greater good. This is if this last act will free you from this bullshit, or at least
it's a gamble.
Yeah, it's a gamble. But it clearly worked out. Kind of.
Maybe.
A little bit. I don't know. You still die in the process. I don't think that's a good trade.
Oh man, like having so there's the triple fuck up is then choosing to dark side this boy.
Oh, and guess what? You can.
That's after this, that's super dark. That's depressing.
Yeah, you can dark side
that's
this boy.
Super fucking sad.
Boy, you can. Yeah, it is sad. But yeah. So
yikes.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Now I guess I'm like clearly before all of this, you must have just been a normal person in a place that was being fucking run over by the Mandalorians.
Yeah, basically, he was clearly just a soldier that was
just
like,
a victim.
I have to be a soldier now to defend myself.
A victim of the war.
Yeah, and then he got completely controlled and manipulated. Or basically, Revan showed up. Was like, oh, thank God, some help. And then Revan was like. And it was like, oh, thank literally our savior. And it's like, oh, by the way, we're going to start doing things a little different. It's like, okay, you saved our asses. And it's like, by the way, the Republic hates us now, and we're going to fight back against them. It's like, well,
sounds good.
Sir, you're on our side. It's
yep.
Like, hey, by the way, you have special abilities to fuck with Jedi. We could really use your help in the fight against the Jedi. Because sure, you guys help me. I'll give you I'll give it a shot.
By the way, the people that we're fighting against now are really good at not dying.
Yeah.
So you got to do some really fucked up shit to get in there. Yep, got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I do. I'm a special unit.
Yep.
And then he gets to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like it's weird because he's simultaneously saying that she sacrificed herself and saying that I wanted to kill her. You know?
Well, he's confused because he's bringing this up right now, and we can and without just judging from our replies right here, we have right in front of us.
Yeah.
Which is, then I welcome your help, or she lied to you, Atton. That's what Jedi do. Is that he's clearly looking for guidance. He's looking for. You could clearly push this either way.
Yeah, because he actually said both things, and it's like, which one are you going to hear?
Yeah.
Right. You loved her. She made you feel things.
And then you killed her.
You killed her.
Because you loved her?
Or she sacrificed herself.
Yeah.
What of these words floating in the air are the ones that you're going to grab onto?
Well, clearly this has been something that's been throwing him off ever since it happened, and to the point where he went, I'm fucking done with this shit, I'm out. So this is clearly something he's been struggling with.
And you have to wonder, and the other thing I always wonder when I hear things like this is like, whenever someone says in a very generic way, like, I killed them, it's my fault, shut up, leave me alone. It's kind of like, 9 times out of 10, you didn't kill anybody. You were just guilty that you didn't save them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But, like, is that what we're talking about here? I think clearly not, because he's a fucking murderer.
No, he's a murderer.
Yeah.
Hardcore
super,
murderer.
Super
of
dude.
Jedi
Big old not guilty words.
Yep.
Very literal big kills.
Yep.
Big _ kills.
Yeah, no, you if this was a court, you would be first degree, premeditated, so many counts.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
In the cage you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then I welcome your help. I can't forgive you.
And she lied
to you.
I think you want one.
I wish I could ask him more details about the exact event.
Yeah.
Like that second to last, like I wanted to kill her, and because she that's a fucking dark one.
Yeah.
That's a dark one.
It is. But for the sake of this playthrough, you're gonna want one.
You're gonna want one. Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I also have to. I get that. Now, let me just think about like if I even can I parse that? This is such a complex step.
Like the fact that we were on board with him super hard all the way up until literally the last sentence. We're like, whoa, what? You killed her because you? Whoa, buddy, whoa.
That's way too sinister.
Yeah.
You know, it hints at revealing like an absolute like homicidal ass fucking.
Yeah.
Because what you don't want is killing is fun, right? What you're hoping for in this scenario is I did it because I had to / I felt this was the right thing to do / this was me following whatever the case
orders,
may be.
Whatever it was.
All of those are bad reasons, but the worst one being I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
You know? And you don't want to hand wave that with the I forgive you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem it's that clear. Or was it?
He clearly seems, I mean, although, and I thought maybe she had saved me so that I could help you, and if I can't, then I have to try. It feels like he's a little he's definitely regrets what he's done. Like, that's definitely like I need to help. He's definitely, he's not like, I'm a murderer, let me join you as a murderer, crew. It's like, no, he clearly feels bad about what he's done. He mentioned guilt in the previous sentence. Like, he has guilt and things like
he tried to hide this from you
and that's
for that express purpose.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's clearly he does want to redeem himself a little bit.
Want to do good.
Yeah.
Man, corrupting that is so fucked. Oh my god.
Oh, it's so fucked. Okay, here's the best part. If you're dark side and you get him influenced onto your side, all of their features get fucked. Just like yours do.
Interesting.
Which is really fun. So it's really fun seeing Atton here with fucked up facial features, like his skin almost starting to crack, and you're just kind of like, what do I do? And you're like, yes, come to the dark side.
Well, because it's like you already are that character in the story that is like survivor's guilt soldier.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then to go like, and it was all for nothing. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, on that note, yeah, every character has a dark side variant of their appearance. Every single one.
Then let's go one.
Yeah.
I didn't want to tell you any of this, but I had to. Because if something happens, I can't let you think I was doing it for something other than the past.
That is all I ask. Then let us stand together against the Sith.
And I welcome your help and your honesty.
My answer was 1.5. You know, but you got to do what you got to do. It really was like, it all sounded, like I said, it all sounded like I can follow you up till that last line.
Yeah.
And that's why I wish I could, like, I'm leaning towards one, but I need you to clarify that sentence.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Unpack that for a second.
Yeah.
Then let's stand together. I welcome your help. That is all I ask.
Yep. Always are good.
Once, a Jedi showed me the Force. I heard it. I felt it. At the time, there was too much pain to confront it. Because if I did, it meant I would be changed into something else. Now, I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I think that by learning how to use it, I can help protect you. Or at least buy you some time when disaster comes screaming in. I want to learn how to use the Force. I want to learn how to use the Force to help you.
Oh, fuck.
Would you like to make Atton a Jedi?
Oh, fuck.
That's where this was going, Woolie.
Fuck.
Remember in, like, what, episode 3, when I'm like, hey, don't level Atton up.
Interesting.
Would you like Atton to become a Jedi Sentinel?
Redemption.
What must I do? Is there some ritual, or...
Just close your eyes and open your mind.
Silence. I'll do it. You must learn to feel it around you. Feel its currents.
Grab your guitar.
I didn't bring it. It's Edities. Listen to the echo of your thoughts. Your heart, separated from war, separated from hate. Think of what you felt when you felt the need to help me, to protect me. Mamoru! And at last, Atton, awaken. That speech is very different if you make him Sith.
Oh, yeah? Atton is taking his first steps on the path of a Jedi Sentinel. He will grow in ability as he travels with you and learns what you know of the Force. Damn, like, it's like, I'm like, bitch, I don't even have this capability. I'm not a Jedi Master. You're learning in the most roundabout, what? Like, this game? Because I'm like...
A little flustered there, Woolie?
Because I'm like, okay, we got some Jedi, right? And we're like, okay, what do we got? We got a Jedi over here. Yeah, actually, no, that's Granny. And that ain't what you think it is. Okay, cool. All right, we got a Jedi over there. No, that's Etris. And she's training a bunch of not Padawans.
Yep.
And she's doing some shit that ain't by the books.
Hey, don't forget about not Han Solo. Psych, he's a horrible mass murderer. Psych, he's actually now a Jedi.
And then I'm like, and then there's me, and I'm like, hey, I used to be some big shit, but then I got exiled. And now what are you? I'm a Jedi. Am I? Okay. No, not really. But will you teach me, though? I guess I have the ability to... It says here on my stat sheet I can teach you. I'm not necessarily...
The script over there off camera says I'm allowed to do this.
Like, my class does not say Jedi on it, but it does say in my abilities on this sheet of paper that I can teach you to be one. It exists within my fucking inventory.
Yep.
So I guess this is what we're doing.
Yeah. Bam. Atton is now a Jedi.
Wow! Holy shit! There's John. That's... not at all where I thought this was going.
I'll just let you take a minute to just think about that for a second.
Well, because I could have sworn that, like, we were just looking at another case of, oh yeah, there was a little bit of Force there, sure, whatever. In the same way that we kind of dismissed it with, like, Handmaiden, you know?
Yeah.
But the idea that it's actually, like, no, there's something in there that we can grab onto and pull it out is fascinating. Also... isn't it fuck hard to be a Jedi? as an adult?
That's some bullshit that they made for the age thing. But it's so that's some okay. There is a thread here. This is gonna take a second. That's a throwaway line from Yoda being a dick in Empire Strikes Back, being like, nope, he's too old. I'm not gonna train him. Nope, he's too nope. And then they just went, okay, that's a thing now. Children, and what it is the reason why you don't want to train a Jedi as a child is you want to take them basically away from their parents before they form any sort of bond with their parents, so that they don't feel attachments for anything. So they don't have, like, you can't get to their family to make them fall the dark side and stuff like that, right?
Well,
so that's
makes
the
sense.
reasoning of it. So no, you can absolutely learn to be a Jedi as an adult. It is absolutely fine. You can still use the Force as an adult. It's probably harder because it'd be like trying to teach an adult mind something versus trying to teach a kid mind something.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is that you're also stuck in your ways besides the bonds you have or don't have.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Atton doesn't seem to have a problem with fucking bonds.
No.
And his past ain't about, like, my family. There's no my family.
No, my past is I murdered a lot of people. I want to help now.
But, like, the still, like, I'm an adult brain thing is still going to be probably pretty hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the difference of learning languages. As a kid, you can learn multiple languages simultaneously, like, usually no problem. And as an adult, it takes some effort. Once you've kind of got the brain developed, you can do it, but it takes some time.
But then again, he also has mental capacity. He has the mental capacity to block out Force using.
Yeah.
And he has enough awareness of, like, what's going on to, you know what I mean, to operate on that cognitive level. Mm-hmm. So it should not be as hard for him as it would be for some rando. Completely.
So two things. One, let's finally, however many hours into the game, fucking level up Atton.
Yay!
Finally. And two, there's a mechanic. I can't remember which party members, but for this one in particular, with Atton specifically, you can teach him some of your Force abilities if you talk to him on the ship.
Oh.
You can just straight up go, here's some lightsaber forms, here's some Force powers.
So video game purposes, we're gonna skip right past the stumbling block phases of, like...
Now, that was re-added back in with the restored content mod. You could not do that in the base game, but that was clearly, like, because of the fact that they had that in there, that you can just be like, hey, I know Dominate Mind. Do you want to know Dominate Mind?
Right. So I'm just saying, so, like, for video game purposes, he now can just use Force powers, right?
Yeah.
And, like, it's like, realistically in a story, it's gonna take more than a couple seconds.
Oh, yeah.
For someone to get there.
But also, realistically, in the story, he's at, like, level 13, and he's at level 1 Jedi Sentinel right now. And we haven't stocked a bunch of levels to get him up to a decent amount,
I've been mashing B on that Pokemon evolution for a while.
Exactly.
And it's like he's got all that stored up, like, evolution energy, just like...
Yeah. So we got a few levels to pop here on this guy.
You ever blue ball a war turtle for like 15 levels?
Oof. Fucking...
That Blastoise comes, like, exploding out.
Look at his Force points right now on his sheet without leveling up. 8! So yeah, he has no Force abilities. He can't use a single Force ability right now because of it. So let's level him up. Let's get him some shit. Unfortunately, this means he now has the level up points of a Sentinel as opposed to a Scoundrel. So I think his remaining points, or the points he can set up in a level is a little different. Although he does get the skills he already had.
So then we should spec him like a Sentinel.
We should spec him the way he's been doing, honestly.
To keep him specialized in the things I don't have?
Yeah, let's give... I mean, for one, Stealth is probably a great one, because right now the auto is going to fill him in as the Sentinel. But I would probably do Stealth, and then maybe Security, or maybe Demolitions. Just keep one of those high. They're usually really good.
Okay, so you still want to cover the bases.
I don't think you need computer use. You have so much computer use. Like, you'll never have to worry about that. But maybe Demolition, so we can disarm mines. Since he's our stealth guy, he can want to come into a minefield and disarm. Probably a good idea.
Okay, so there we go.
He'll never need Treat Injury, because we can basically start him off, or we'll be able to get him, I think, to Force Heal right on this first thing. Here's all these extra things. So he has all the abilities you have. He can use a lightsaber now. He has Jedi Sense.
Damn.
And he can, yeah.
No gradients to this fucking class switch.
Nope.
All right.
So and he's got Force Immunity Fear. So he's because he's a Sentinel, he'll have the same passive buffs that you have. Once he gets to level 12, he'll just be able to not be affected by mine. Like Force Horror and Force Fear will just not work on him.
Well, now I see why we want to collect these lightsabers.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's see. I don't know. What do
In fact, I would almost even say let's pull that one off Granny and give it to this guy.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking, like, how do I want him to swing this now? Do I want him swinging 2? Do I want him swinging a double? What would be interesting?
Could try Gun Jedi.
Gun Jedi? He can be a Gun Jedi.
We could do some gun stuff.
That is true.
There's quite a few ways we can play this.
He can continue to be a Gun Jedi. He is still a gun
Yeah,
man.
he's still a gunman, absolutely.
All right, so he's got his sniper shot. We have the ability to go up to...
Sniper shot level 2.
Yeah.
Actually, we should be able to go all right to the master one once we get... Because we have a lot of levels stocked. We can give him a lot of good stuff.
Okay. So let me. So sniper. Let me just. What was sniper again? That effect. It's crit, right? Yeah. Okay. 19, and then this is going to. Yeah. So we'll crit. We'll make him a crit beast.
So the universe just feeded a comment into my brain saying build him a lightsaber build him a gun that shoots lightsabers. I'm like, there's almost that thing. There's actually
God.
a lightsaber that's a gun.
Oh God.
There is a gun saber, if you will, and it is in Rebels.
And it has a lightsaber, but then it can shoot lasers.
It's also
out.
a gun.
Okay, it's both.
It is a gun saber.
Jesus
that is
Christ.
a real thing. So just letting the universe know this.
It also
thing.
exists in real life. There's a ceremonial weapon that like a Japanese general had. That is a katana that is also a gun attached to the hilt.
That's pretty fucking
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
It's a terrible idea. But that's a pretty.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
sick.
no, brittle as fuck.
Oh, worst idea, but yeah.
But there we are.
Yeah,
All right, so
yeah.
we'll give you sniper shot. Oh, and then we got that right there. Okay.
Okay, before we give him sniper shot, are we committing to ranged or are we committing to lightsabers?
Well, let me think about the party right now, right? Like, if I'm going to run with him, which, you know, I might sometimes, like, I can basically switch between him, HK,
Yeah.
or T3
As your ranged guys
for my
the
ranged
moment.
people.
For the moment.
And I'm okay with that. Because Punch Girl's gonna punch, Granny's gonna gran,
Beodor's gonna punch.
right? So, you know.
He's gonna robo punch, sorry.
Exactly. And like the battle axe with the battle axe, you know? So I mean, so far it's like, yeah, it makes sense to keep him ranged.
Okay. We can do that then. Then yeah, just making sure so that we're committing to that. Give him heal. Just give him heal right now.
And he'll do it himself.
Yeah, we got 2 points to pick off the top of.
Does he
off the
keep
top.
his res power?
Yes.
Great.
Although we do lose out on the ability of sneak attack. We only have the sneak attack level up to whatever level he was at when we switch classes. So we are going to miss out on some of that. But that's fine because we're really not going to use too much of it.
All right, let's see what would complement his range. Throw lightsaber, drain life, force push.
I mean, we can give up all sorts of different stuff now.
Push
right?
might be interesting
Yeah,
for him to do.
no one actually has push yet. We might as well give someone push.
Yeah, push around.
Yeah.
Big push.
Also, Force Wave, the third version of Force Push, real good ability. And actually, that'll be really useful because if he's a ranged guy and people are closing in, he can use Force Push and push everyone away and stun them.
And then they stun, right?
And then they like get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Pew 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 pew.
Yeah. And then maybe after that, I'll look at
The next power we're gonna
deflect.
pick. Yeah, the next power we want is Force Deflect because if he's not gonna have a lightsaber, he needs to have Force Deflect.
Right. It's gonna become a problem.
Yeah, and he also gets Unarmed Specialist because he's also a Jedi, so he gets that training too.
Okay. Great.
Same thing. Yeah, keep leveling up. We got a few levels stocked here, so this is gonna take a minute. And then give him Deflect, so he can pew pew back. Just might as well do those 3 of the whole time. They're kind of your weak points anyways. So do you want a Master Shot?
Yep.
Master Power? Yeah. Okay. Master Crit.
Bam.
Great. And... Alright, how do you want to play this now? I think we might be able to do Force Whirlwind. Yeah, we can do Force Whirlwind.
Good.
Great.
Like, I don't need my party to spread their abilities too much. Like, I want them good at the ones that they do.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Okay.
So right now he is definitely geared for combat. He is not really geared for force powers because he has 10 wisdom and 12 charisma. So if you think about the fact that we're at like 14 wisdom and they're saving all of our throws, his force powers won't be the best against other people. So he also doesn't have a big mana pool because of it. So we can either start like he has a lot of dexterity right now as it is, which
we can start. So yeah, we can. Like, we can start working up the wisdom.
Yeah.
His dex is high. Or we can make his dex ridiculous.
Yeah, the other thing, too, is remember, implants are based around constitution, so we can up his constitution to 16 and get him better implants as well, too.
I'd rather him be better at the Force.
Okay. Yeah, as you can see, lots of ways to spec this character now. Better heal. Wait, Force, this might be, level 12, so you should be able to have Force Wave 15, I think? I can't remember. It's Force Wave 15 or 12. That's probably a better ability to have anyways, the extra Force Deflect, because it's passive
15.
and doesn't require, Force Deflect, Force Redirection is probably a better one to have because it's passive and doesn't take Force points.
Okay, so the difference here is...
You can redeflect them at enemies.
+3 to all rolls versus the default, which is...
That's, can't reflect them back at enemies, but the second one can.
This just... okay, so deflect here just means avoids the damage, and here it means returns the damage.
Return the damage right back.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So probably the better one to have so we can take a few shots.
Mm-hmm. What are they canonically using to deflect? Just like...
I guess the force
pushes?
I don't know. Maybe put up a little force barrier, maybe?
Is it like a Kylo catch?
I don't know. I actually never thought about that. Because, honestly, I never even really thought about Force Deflect until I thought about the concept of Punch Jedi. And I was like, because I was like, oh yeah, that's what lightsabers for. That deflects blaster bolts. Why would you ever need to use Force? And it's like, but then you think about like, Darth Vader does it in Empire. He absolutely blocks blaster bolts with his hand when Han Solo shoots at him in Cloud City.
Wait. When the fuck does that happen?
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Han Solo shoots.
When they open up the doors after Lando betrays them?
Yeah, when they open the doors and Darth Vader gets up from the dinner table.
Yeah.
And Han just immediately pulls a gun out and starts shooting.
Yeah.
He blocks all the shots with his hand, and then he grabs the gun out of his hand. And goes, it would be an honor if you join us. So it's not the first time that they've stopped that.
He just doesn't stop it in midair.
No, he just straight up stops it.
He just blocks it with his hand.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, so now, to be fair, you could also chalk that up to he's literally wearing a suit of armor.
But it didn't leave a visual lasting impression in the way that the paused in midair shot did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I never internalized that as like, oh, he just straight up went murr. And also, Jedi swing their lightsabers to block laser shots. They don't tend to do that.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
So I mean, you could chalk that one up to it's because he's in a robot suit and it's just armored like blaster bolts. He could just shrug off blaster bolts because he also shrugs off a lightsaber hit.
So yeah, then when you become a Jedi that's not rocking a lightsaber, you can still just fucking
you can still do shit.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're still basically a fucking wizard. Like you can still do a lot of cool stuff.
Okay.
All right, so there we go.
I'm looking so high up.
Yep.
I'm sniffing my own farts. So majestic.
Is that the farts? Is that the smoke? Is that all the farts?
Coming right. You can't even see my boots because my farts are covering my boots, guys.
Oh God, so good.
Yeah. All right. Finally.
All right. Should probably save.
You think?
There's a lot of dialogue.
That was amazing. That was really cool.
Good.
What an interesting play. These party members are fantastic.
Yeah, that's honestly one of the best things about this game over one is that everyone here is infinitely more interesting than everyone in the first game, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hit this hot take. I mentioned this off camera.
Don't ruin the playthrough for everybody.
I'm not gonna ruin the playthrough
You're
for everybody.
gonna ruin the playthrough.
Revan's an alright character. He's fine. Honestly, the majority of everyone in this game is way more interesting than Revan ever was. Just gonna say it.
That is lightsaber hot.
We'll just let that breathe, and I implore you to prove me wrong.
I tried to cool it down, but my hand got cut off.
By them facts. Don't get me wrong. Revan's cool, but Kraya is cooler. Other characters in this game we haven't even come across are cooler. Arguably, all of the Sith Lords in this game are cooler by context.
I'm hearing a whole lot of setup now.
You're hearing a lot of mashing on keyboards as people are going. But.
Actually, what I'm hearing is like that is big push-ups to or like okay, Okay, I have reason to believe it because so far the writing has been fantastic.
Yeah.
So I have reason to believe it, but boy. Ooh.
I used to serve in the Mandalorian Wars.
Well, let me put it this way. Remember when I was like, I don't want to overhype Doom 2016 to you?
Yep.
And I wouldn't shut up about it?
Yep.
And then you played it and went, dude, there was no way you could have overhyped it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Cap.
All right. Now we can start talking to people in here.
Greetings. Are you the spacer we were told about?
Spacer.
Isn't that a derogative slur?
Yeah.
Space off?
Maybe.
Is that not literally, are you the fucker we were told about?
Yeah.
Oh, we were expecting one of the pilots from the docks sometime soon to come and get us off Al Shadar. He's late. I don't know where he is.
Could have been killed on the way down here. This is a rough place. Oh, man.
Or I might be able to track him down for you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. To be honest, I don't even know his name. Some guy named Planor said he had a pilot friend who would take us for 500 credits.
Planor.
And how much did Planor charge you for this information?
50 credits? Why?
Oh boy. For 50 credits, I'll find a spacer for you. Oh dear. I think you got.
I was afraid of that. I knew I shouldn't have trusted him.
Want to help her out?
You can trust me, though.
50 credits, I'll do the job for you, though.
I'll go get your 50 credits back for 50 credits.
Yep.
I'll find somebody.
Thank you. I'm beginning to lose hope that we'll ever get out of here.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm sure your wits and fucking sharp abilities will get you out of here eventually. Correct.
I feel like everyone in here is stands a great chance of leaving this place alive.
Yeah, what do you want?
Kevin?
Beodor? How did you get here?
I was on Telos for a time. Kevin, I thought you had died at Serico.
So did I. But I was one of the lucky ones that got the last KOTOR patch. The others were not so fortunate. Who is this?
It is a friend I have met along the way.
Friends are few these days. This one has the bearing of a Jedi. Did you serve in the war?
Did someone named Kevin win a contest?
Or is this someone on the team that just snuck their name in when no one was looking?
I mean, Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about it.
That's too bad. Well, take care. You know, it makes a lot of sense that we find a lot of, like, war veterans or war refugees and stuff through here. This is the refugee sector.
Yep.
Makes perfect sense.
Just slumming it.
Oh, another name.
One of Sakwesh's men. Did you take my daughter?
Jesus.
Whoa!
Jesus.
Whoa!
Jesus.
Whoa!
Lady. Lady.
Jesus.
Slow down. Talk.
The overseer, Sakwesh. He took my daughter to sell to the Hutts, all because I told him I could not pay his tribute.
Well, that's your problem, isn't it?
By admitting weakness, you leave yourself vulnerable.
You should pay the tribute. Where is she?
I owe Sakwesh 600 credits. I don't have enough.
I can pay the debt. Well,
I mean, you could.
I could find where he's hiding and release her.
I can kill him and free your daughter.
Yeah. I can solve the problem without spending my precious credits.
I think you can.
Thank you. But won't he track us down and kidnap her again?
Yeah, well, that's your problem, isn't it? You'll have to find a good place to hide. I'll make sure he doesn't do that.
Thank you.
It's like, I can pay the
Thank you.
ransom? Fuck that.
Please hurry. After the Hutts have her, it will be impossible to find her.
Okay, this is basically the let's stock up on some side quests and explore the area a little bit. Oh, we want to talk to her in the corner right in front of you.
Traveler.
Or him. That's
My
cool
name's
too.
Usef. I try to look out for the other refugees. I see you're a stranger here. Watch your step and keep to the camp.
Why does everyone keep walking around and pumping their fist in the air?
Oh, you know. You know.
You've got the Serico refugees over on the skyward side. They're veterans from the Serico campaign and don't take kind to strangers. And on the inner side, you've got the Overseer and his exchange. They've been pushing us refugees pretty hard lately.
What do they do to the refugees?
Occasionally, their thugs kidnap people and sell them into slavery with the Hutts. They've also hemmed us in. We used to live all throughout this area, but they've crammed us all in here now.
Oh my god.
You are all doomed. You should just give in to the exchange. Yeah, don't click that.
I'm not
Don't click
even
that.
working for the exchange.
Yeah, don't click that.
I guess you then show up and be like, hey guys, did you get that thing I sent you? Do they bother you? Do the Sirocco ever bother you?
Only if we enter their territory. It makes things a little tight here in the camp. Not much room to move.
Yeah, don't hit one. Is there anything I can do to help?
If you could convince either the exchange or the Serico to give us more space, that would really help a lot.
Gotta fight for the Fujis, huh? Alright, another side quest.
Thanks. Good luck.
Throw it on the pile.
Yep. Let's talk to this lady in the corner.
Ada?
Another refugee? I'm sad to see another join our ranks. I lost my husband Lutra long ago in the Jedi Civil War.
Yep, you lost him in the... Yep. Yeah, you lost him in the Civil War. Definitely not for that lightsaber part we stabbed him in the stomach for. Definitely not that.
Lutra!
Definitely not that. Nope. Nope. Yeah. No, he is long dead.
Lutra!
No, he is... No, I'm sorry to hear it.
Loot.
I will...
Loot table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loot table.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear it. I'll be going now.
You lost your husband.
What happened?
When Telos was bombarded by the Sith, some of us were able to escape on in-system shuttles. We floated in orbit for weeks before we were picked up by Republic capital ships.
Yeah. Yep.
That is
A little awkward.
very sad.
I'm sorry to hear this, lady. I'm sure he died valiantly in the wars and not in an apartment like maybe 3 kilometers to the left.
Let us give 3 cheers for the hero.
Indeed. Hip, hip, hooray.
Gotta go! Oh boy.
Oh, yep.
So I'm a guess that
All right, we have
what,
one more person.
50 credits, maybe 60.
Okay, before we talk to Otis, I need you to save. We gotta save because we gotta make sure certain things go the way they do. But Otis is another character we gotta talk to in here.
Okay. Hey, where's Otis? He's not in his cell. I shut him.
You look like
You
a
what?
Oh, sorry, wrong guy.
You work
The other
at
guy
the
I'm thinking of was
docks?
on the other end of the. It was a very similar guy on the other end of the door. This
That's
guy's fine.
fine. No, I don't. Why?
Because if you need a crew, I'm your man. I flew during the Mandalorian Wars, and again during the Jedi Civil War.
Hey, Atton, this guy says he's a good flyer.
You wanna compete?
You served in the war? That's hardly a badge of honor, damn. Couldn't care less. Why aren't you still flying?
You need a pilot's license to fly the freighters here. They're tough to get without sponsorship.
Okay, if anyone's looking for a pilot, I'll let them know.
I'd greatly appreciate that.
Adding to our side quest list.